Sky News Weather online at skyweather.com.au.
Today we're going to be watching the southerly change move up the eastern seaboard. It's going to be bringing a buster with it and also going to be triggering storms. Now right now we have some coastal locations from the south coast right up to the Sydney region. Now notice when you go to the south, Jervis Bay, Ulladulla and Montauk Island all seeing that southerly at the moment. But Sydney in the northwesterly and Bellambi, so that's Wollongong, seeing that easterly breeze come through. So we are going to continue to see this southerly strengthen throughout today. Now, taking a look at the radar imagery, we can actually see a bit of precipitation for inland parts of the southerly change. Now, the coast not so much, but definitely inland areas. You're seeing just a few areas of rain and showers moving across the Riverina region right now, and they'll be heading further towards the east throughout today. You can see that on the tracker here and the forecast rain. Now notice this afternoon though, look at all that precipitation that bubbles to life. We're actually expecting a lot of rain, showers and storms this afternoon across central west New South Wales, extending to the east and down into the southeast, even parts of the Gippsland looking a little bit wet as well. So hopefully that'll help out the situation with the Rosedale fire a little bit as well. Right now, those temperatures warming up in Sydney, 25 degrees, Brisbane at 24, much cooler across the southeast though. Melbourne just at 18 degrees, but yesterday it was a very different story. It got to 43 degrees in Melbourne, the hottest day in 5 years. Avalon having their hottest day in 5 years, and Mildura having their hottest day in 9 years. Hottest January day in close to 2 decades there. In terms of where the fires are at right now, there's that one watch enacted in Victoria, the Rosedale fire. Closest weather station, East Sale Airport. We're seeing westerly winds at 11 kilometers an hour, only 17 degrees and 18% relative humidity. So the fire situation there, much more conducive to controlling the spread of this fire. We're going to continue to see those westerlies or west-southwesterlies across the fire ground today. Ahead of that trough, though, very hot.
End of recorded program. Oh, that's alright. If you go back, should we go back? Guess we should. I can show you then. If you go back, you can see the temperatures, the current temperatures, and something I noticed. Broken Hill was like 17.1. Tropical cyclone equals 171. Like, if you add up all the letters in tropical cyclone, they add up to 171. So 171, tropical cyclone, 17.1 degrees in Broken Hill. And Weston Park. Weston Park is where you'll find the tiger lily growing in the pond, and Riley is the tiger lily boy. So there, let's just stop it there, because Tristan's thumb is just touching the 8 on the 23.8 in Brisbane. And 238 is the value of the full name, or the full name of one of the Mirror Boys. I think. I'm pretty sure. So 238. And he's another Nathan. So we've got Nathan Breeze from Kinglake West and another Nathan who is a Mirror Boy. And it's the other Nathan whose name has a value of 238. And Perth's going for a top of 32 today, and that's interesting because Montague Island back at the start was 32. Going to be 32. I think that's what it said. And 142 is the value of Weston Park. Weston Park. Riley is a Weston boy. Weston Park equals 142. It's actually the value of the name of the Mirror Boy, the same Mirror Boy whose full name equals 238. Take away his middle name, and his name equals 142. Weston Park. That's where you'll find the tiger lily, in the pond. And Hopping Mad Designs equals 180. Those guys are my favourite web design agency. I just decided to add up the value of that name, Hopping Mad Designs, because mad, M-A-D, equals 18. And Riley's a bit of a mad boy. Riley is going to be the next tropical cyclone to be named by the Australian BOM, Bureau of Meteorology. And after that, or before that, Lily. Lily will be named by the Indonesian Meteorological Agency. The equivalent of our bomb in Indonesia will name Lily, L-I-L-I, like Eli. Lily. And Riley is a tiger lily boy. He's a tiger lily boy. Actually, if we go back to where the climate change denying people are, there are climate change denying people, quite a few of them in Australia. Nathan doesn't like them very much because he died in a firestorm at Kinglake West back in 2009. And see, Montague Island Lighthouse 32. He didn't pronounce Montague quite right, but that's okay. If we come back, tiger lily boy. I was saying Riley is a tiger lily boy, right? Okay. Tiger lily boy. What does that mean? Well, Lily is a pretty nice Indonesian girl. Lily, because she's named by the Indonesian Meteorological Agency. So Riley is an effeminate boy, but he's a strong boy. He's a tiger lily boy. That's Riley. The tiger lily is orange. Lily, the pretty Indonesian girl. And then from Lily comes Riley. Riley, a unisex name. Can be a boy, can be a girl. So is Riley a boy or a girl? Well, Penny is a girl. And Savannah is a girl. And Riley is in between. So Riley is a boy. Because that's how cyclones are named. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Alternating gender of name. But Riley's unisex. So Riley follows the penny. The penny is a coin in a pond. Riley picks up the penny. And Owen says to Riley, how do you know it's a lucky penny, Riley? How do you know it's not an unlucky penny? So Riley tossed the coin to find the answer and saw his own face on the back of the penny. That's how it happened. And when he saw his own face on the back of the penny, he knew his destiny. Destiny equals 96. Riley equals 69. Darwin equals 69, and Nathan Breeze used to go to Darwin a lot. He's got family there. So I could have said Darwin would be the place. But no, it's a place with a connection to Indonesia. And that place is Perth. So fell Lord Perth, and the countryside did shake with that thunder. So, that's from The Dark Tower by Stephen King. And I read The Dark Tower back at the same time that I was reading The Dark Tower by Stephen King at the same time that I found The Tower in Vaucluse in Sydney. The tower next to the cemetery, it's the Macquarie Lighthouse. And it's inside the Macquarie Lighthouse that Sean Myrtle goes to find the keys that he needs about himself, the answers about himself that he needs. He meets Jayton and Demas, the 16-year-old twins, in the lighthouse. And Riley, the tiger lily boy, and Lily, the pretty Indonesian girl, they are a prophecy. Life is a journey. Life equals 32. Fate equals 32. And Riley saw his face on the penny for the first time. He knew that he was Owen's twin. He was the same as Owen. He was good looking just like Owen. He was about the same size as Owen. But Riley is stronger because Riley has the penny. And whoever has the penny has the power. So that's how it is. It's a prophecy. So, storms today, thunderstorms today, after 12 days of heat wave, 12 days of 34 degrees and higher in Canberra. That's never happened before. So that kind of goes, I don't know how it goes. How does it go? How does it go at Weston Park today? Weston Park 142. Weston Park 142, Tropical Cyclone 171. And the Mirror Boy, well, it depends if you put his middle name or not, but his name has a value of 142 or 238. And that's all reflected right there. Even Mildura and Shepparton, you can rearrange the numbers into each other's temperatures. 11, the age of Jake Wetterling. Also the age of Jake Chambers in The Dark Tower by Stephen King. Chambers equals 69, the same as Riley. Chambers was the surname of a girl named Penny who died in the same firestorm that Nathan died in at Kinglake. Kinglake West is where Nathan died. Kinglake is where Penny Chambers died. Penny Chambers equals 143, one higher than Weston Park, and John Jake Chambers, the boy in the Dark Tower. His name has the same value, 143. Coincidence? I don't think so. It is, but it means something in this context, if you know what I mean.
Here at Sky News Weather, we are tracking a cool change as it moves up the New South Wales coastline. The same cool change that has dramatically dropped temperatures in the south. Thanks for your company this Saturday morning. Now, the cool change has moved over the south coast of New South Wales, and this is how it is looking in terms of the winds. Ulladulla, 19 kilometres per hour. Jervis Bay now sitting in a southerly at around 35 kilometres per hour. The cool change hit you at around 7:30 this morning. We're yet to see a change, though, in Sydney and places like Bellambi, and that is why we are sitting on these temperatures. Sydney Airport, you are already sitting on 37 degrees, absolutely searing. Bellambi sitting on 25.3, and Ulladulla, of course, where the change has moved through, sitting on 23. So it's south versus east at the moment for New South Wales because we have quite a variation in temperatures. Now, associated with the change, we have a couple of showers moving through. Showers and thunderstorms will definitely intensify this afternoon and evening. It's really just because of the atmosphere. It is so unstable at the moment, and that is why we do see severe thunderstorms bubble to life on hot days like today. In terms of when it will hit, well, here's our low pressure trough, that white dash line there. That indicates our trough. With it, we'll see a burst of showers and potential thunderstorms, and we aren't ruling out severe thunderstorms either this afternoon with flash flooding and damaging winds, the main threat as that storm cell moves through. You can see it around 9 p.m, the forecast rain behind me, not looking too ideal for places like Sydney, Canberra, and of course Wollongong. Thunderstorms are always hit and miss, though. We could have a quick storm with little to no rainfall, or we could have a massive one, which will of course create those heavy downpours. Good morning to you in Canberra. You're currently sitting on 34 degrees. Sydney is already sitting on 36 degrees, and you had a revised forecast up to 38 degrees. Brisbane, it's warm, 28. And we're starting to see temperatures warm up in the south. Melbourne is sitting on 17.8 degrees. This is what we had on Friday, though. The city warmed to its hottest day in 5 years, 42.6 degrees. Now, in the wake of this cool change, a very rapid drop in temperatures, we are seeing temperatures as much as 20 degrees cooler. It's quite remarkable that through the northern inland of Victoria. A good example, Mildura behind me there, 46 degrees, nearly 50 degrees in inland parts of the country. With, of course, a very hot, dry weather, and then the wind direction changing with our change, we did have a bushfire burning out of control. The Rosedale fire, right now it is sitting at a watch and act level still, and the temperatures are at around 19 degrees. Relative humidity is around 13%. Relative winds, I should say, are 13 kilometres per hour. Relative humidity, 64%. So, of course, more favourable fire weather conditions for the south. Not so favourable if you're in New South Wales. We have over 60 fires burning in the state, and that dark orange shading indicates temperatures still above 35 degrees at around around 4 p.m. this afternoon. And then we'll have a classic southerly buster moving up the coastline. You can see those yellow arrows starting to impact the Sydney region. They show strong wind gusts, so they'll be averaging 40 kilometres per hour. Could see gusts of up to 60 to 70 kilometres per hour in some regions. Now with this, we also have elevated fire danger. Stick with us. Our meteorologist Tristan Myers will be up shortly. Very high fire danger is forecast, indicated in the yellow. Bushfire report coming up to you shortly.
So that's live TV now. 89, that was the year that Jake Wetterling left this planet, 1989. And that was the number we saw right at the start of this, 89. How strange. 13, Nathan's age. AGE. If you add up the letters, AGE, according to their place in the alphabet, age equals 13. I was 13 in 1989. And what happened to me at Weston Park was 45 days after Jake left this world. So now Jake and Nathan know each other in another world. They met each other at exactly the same age they were when they left this world, both of them, even though they left this world about 20 years apart. Nathan left this world, there it is, Scoey, 89, Jarvis Bay, connected to the ACT. Life is a journey. 13, Montague Island Lighthouse. And 19 is the keystone number in the Dark Tower of Stephen King. So, in the other world, Jake and Nathan know. They know Riley. They know all about Riley. Riley the bad boy, the vandal, the delinquent, the brat, Riley. He's a bad boy. He's a strong boy. Strong and effeminate. Both. Because he's of the tiger lily. The tiger lily. The Sumatran tiger of Indonesia. And the pretty girl, the pretty Indonesian girl, Lily, Lili, Riley and Lily, Lily and Riley. Weird because Nathan, he's from Victoria, right? Kinglake West, and Penny Chambers was from Kinglake, right next door. They both died in the same firestorm. 13? Nathan was 13. I was 13. Nathan left this world exactly 10 days before Jake's 31st birthday. It would have been Jake's 31st birthday if he was still here, but he wasn't here. He'd moved on. And then when Nathan moved on, he met Jake in the other world where they know Riley, and they were both the same age.
Pulling out severe thunderstorms right across the Sydney region. You can see those stormy icons bubbling to life. Temperatures significantly cooler, over 10 degrees cooler for your Sunday, with the risk of a morning shower as well. Now that stormy, thundery, cool change is also moving through Canberra today, ending the heat wave there, 35 degrees. We're more likely to see severe thunderstorms for the nation's capital, and temperatures plummeting for your Sunday, no longer seeing this intense heat.
We've had storms this week in New South Wales, and we've had heavy rain in the Queensland tropics due to Tropical Cyclone Penny, which is still puttering around the Coral Sea, and there's still a fair degree of uncertainty whether or not it's actually going to be making landfall over parts of central and tropical Queensland next week, whether or not it's a cyclone or a tropical low, or whether or not at all. So we'll heed the latest advice from the Bureau in this and watch the latest weather models. In New South Wales, we've seen nearly daily storms for the last 3 or 4 days. This was yesterday at Tamworth. You could see some storms struggling to build here, not quite making it there, but a beautiful time-lapse imagery regardless of these thunderstorms, or showers, I should rather say, in Tamworth. Prior to that, we actually had hailstorms for parts of central New South Wales and some heavy rainfall totals. Hourly rates around 45 millimeters in an hour for Coolaw. That was with storms 2 days ago there. But the heaviest rain has been in the Queensland tropics, 200 to 500 millimeters in the last week. Okay, let's look at the forecast today. Showers and storms southeast New South Wales could be severe, bringing heavy rain to the southern ranges, highlands, and the central ranges, including areas like Sydney. Tomorrow, that'll just tend to showers as high pressure builds. And then Penny looks to move back to the coastline, maybe impacting it sometime between about Wednesday, Thursday next week, bringing about very heavy rain to central and northern tropical Queensland, if indeed it does cross. At the same time, we'll also see next week another front cross the southeast, bringing another burst of showers and storms to parts of Victoria and southeastern New South Wales. Today's rainfall forecast. Isolated totals for the southern ranges and the escarpments of New South Wales and even those central ranges could be in excess of 40 millimeters with these storms. They're likely to occur this afternoon, and we'll see rain in the mix as well. So that's coming for you there. Otherwise, on Sunday, we'll just see that tend to showers, maybe about 1 to 5 millimeters on the coast, the odd shower hitting the ranges. As we go to Monday, we'll start to see showers increase for tropical Queensland there. And depending on where Penny is, we'll start to see rain get heavier and heavier if it indeed does cross the coast sometime Wednesday-ish. We could even see daily totals over 100 millimeters. It is a tropical low, after all, but the area is still quite uncertain. As that's happening on Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see a front cross the southeast, totals between about 1 to 15 millimeters over the Gippsland, parts of southeastern New South Wales, and those showers will spread up the eastern seaboard Thursday and Friday next week. Rain over the next 8 days. You can see heavy rain today and easing back tomorrow for southeast New South Wales, and potentially flooding rain for parts of central and tropical Queensland, depending on the path of Penny.
Let's have a look at some of your pictures. We'll start off in Hobart, where we are expecting to see temperatures get up into the high 30s on Friday with northerly winds. And as a result, some of the states seeing total fire bans and severe fire danger ratings in force. A cool change, a very welcome one, is headed your way, Tasmania. Let's have a look at Doreen Parker's photos posted on our Facebook page. Snapper rocks.
Snapper rocks. Yeah, I was saying before, Nathan, he's from Kinglake West, so he's a Victorian boy, right? But he's also from Northern Territory, because he's also a Darwin boy. Darwin equals 69, and Riley equals 69. Tempting to say Riley's gonna hit Darwin. Very tempting, but I think actually Perth. Riley's gonna head for Perth, because he's a Western boy. That's what you gotta remember.
And post them via our Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram.
Yesterday, a number of bushfires became out of control in both Victoria and Tasmania, as we saw the hottest temperatures in over a decade for places like Campania, getting to nearly 40 degrees. Hobart itself, the victim of a cloud of smoke, which started with a large fire burning in a national park in the state's southwest. Thankfully, the situation is under control in that area. In Victoria, we had a number of watch and accident. At one point, an emergency warning issued for this fire in the Rosedale region. And thankfully, we have seen better weather sweep over the state overnight and into today. And as a result, those fires are more easily controllable. Now, it's very dry, however, in the Gippsland region of Victoria and much of New South Wales due to the drought. And even though we've seen some isolated storms in the last week, bringing isolated heavy rainfall for parts of New South Wales on the ranges, the Hunter region, parts of the central west, it's also active to start more bushfires, those storms. And so there are a number of active fires right now across the state that you need to be aware of. And given the current weather conditions today, hot, dry, and gusty northwesterly winds with temperatures in the high 30s for much of the central west and even parts of the Sydney area, there is a chance that these fires could become out of control and spread and become larger. We are going to expect a cool change with rain and storms in the afternoon. However, ahead of it, we are seeing very high fire danger for places like the Greater Sydney, the Greater Hunter region, up to the northwest slopes, and even down to the ACT area. In these conditions, when fires start, they can become out of control, so you need to know what you're going to be doing in the event of a major bushfire near you. Thankfully, it's just one day of bad fire danger for New South Wales. We will see cooling into tomorrow, and as such, southerly winds building throughout the state, dropping those temperatures and bringing that fire danger back to very high or low moderate. For the west, however, we're going to start a run of very hot days. Temperatures are expected to be in the mid-30s, areas around Perth and the Perth Hills. That'll elevate fire danger for you, and very high fire danger is forecast. The run of hot weather is expected to continue into next week. Monday's forecast showing that heat trough deepening and moving down the west coast still, and as such, we're going to continue to see very high fire danger across Western Australia.